In this globe, we call this globe the Earth, the planet Earth. The word Earth, for you brothers, just one of the mundane words, but for me, it is really beautiful word with an interesting spelling. Started with E and A, round-shaped spelling, just like a globe, an apple. An elegant pronunciation, Earth. By the way, setting aside the beauty of this word, on Earth, no matter whatever time zone we are living with, we celebrate the Mass every day, everywhere, even at this moment, with the sacred words of God and Eucharist. We are unified in Eucharist. We are nourished by God's words. Yes, brothers, we are one in Christ. Unfortunately, by any chance, do the bread of life and the words of God, daily lifeblood become just a routine? I think this is the time to stop, to think about this. Let's be attentive to this very moment and bring the vitality and vigor back to us again. I'm going to use the image of milk to explain what is going on now in Mass. Are you ready to drink a very good quality of milk with me? If you don't like milk, you can imagine whatever you would like to drink. I think with my classmate Joe Morton, there is no problem. By the way, we get this milk plenteously and equally every day here in Mass. The milk we have received every day is very fresh, unique, tasty, and plenty. Also, this is very special and fully palatable milk we have never tasted before. But there are two issues. Always there are some issues in our life. We could not finish the milk at a time because it's more than plenty for one person for each one of us. Another problem is this is very fresh, so easily decays. You might think, maybe I can put the rest of milk into the refrigerator. Sorry, brothers. Unfortunately, this milk is exceptional. The solution is to drink milk as much as you can at a time and just throw the rest away. Or you can share the rest of milk with your family and friends, but not with many, because of short shelf life and unbelievable freshness. Anyway, we already know the taste of this milk, the exquisite taste. Okay, let's take a break from this weird image of milk. I will come back to this milk soon. Today is a feast day of St. Andrew Kim Daegon, the first Christian martyr in Korea. Andrew Kim's Korean name is Kim Daegon. My Korean name is Kim Dong-gun. Sounds very similar. We also celebrate Paul Jung-ha-sang and his 101 companion martyrs as well today. St. Andrew Kim Daegon was born on August 21st, 1821. Before he was born, Andrew's great-grandfather Kim Jin-hu Pius died in prison in 1814 after being arrested for his conversion to Catholic. Even his father, Kim Jae-jun Ignatius, was also martyred in 1839 for the practice of the faith. In 1836, aged 15, Andrew entered seminary in Macau. In 1845, Andrew was ordained in Shanghai. I think Kian knows how far Macau is from Korea. Almost 3,000 miles away from Korea. At that time, there were no airplanes. I think Andrew Kim might walk there. And then returned to Korea by night. Andrew was arrested in June 1846. It means before his ordination, his father died. So think about his mom. He was entered seminary and ordained, and just a year after, he arrested and sentenced to death and beheaded on September 16, 1846 on the banks of the Han River near Seoul. Now that place nearby the banks became a part of Seoul, so my new home is really close to that place. Now we built a really beautiful church on that place. So when I flew to Korea for my vacation, I saw that church so often. On May 6, 1984, Andrew was canonized along with 102 other Korean martyrs by St. John Paul II in Seoul. At the canonization mass, the Pope remarked, "The splendid flowering of the church in Korea today is indeed the fruit of the heroic witness of the martyrs. Even today, their undying spirit sustains the Christians in the Church of Silence, in the north of this tragically divided land." I think Andrew knew the exquisite taste of milk, flowing abundantly from the altar through the Mass. He wanted to share this unexplainable joy with his people, everlasting life, immortality. Jesus promised us through his passion and resurrection. He didn't give up to work on this milk and poured effort to keep this milk fresh in a transformed shape and trait to share with as many people as possible. So he churned the milk. He realized that if he churned the milk, it would become cream, the much more steady, strong product. He made cream for Korean people and Korean Catholic history to share at any time without concern of decay and perishability. Cream is not the last process here. If you continue to beat the cream, it will be butter. From milk, you can also make yogurt and cheese. Here is a sign in a famous cheese market. Cheese dash milk's lip toward immortality. What can you do with what have received through this sacred mystery? The choice is ours, brothers. We can churn and beat the milk to make cream, butter, and cheese. Or drink milk as much as you can at a time and throw the rest away. Now, no matter how we human beings are fragile, the truth is still alive in this milk, which comes from sacred words we are listening today in Mass. We know this milk, which comes from God, becomes unstable reality about our fragility. Let's turn the milk to share this good news with my neighbors, as St. Andrew Kim did and St. Francis did.